Hello, my name is Rory Gagan and I'm Crime and Justice Research Fellow at Policy Exchange. We recently produced our research report, Future of Corrections. The report looks at the future of electronic monitoring and looks at the current system in England and Wales. We identify a number of problems and flaws with the current system, including the fact that police and probation officers who work on the front line to fight crime and prevent crime are excluded from the current system. The current procurement system for electronic monitoring is outdated. It basically builds on the idea of a monopoly and a monopsony, one buyer and one supplier. What we advocate is a much more local approach, where police forces and probation trusts, through their police and crime commissioners, can opt out of the national contract. This gives them the freedom to buy new services from both new and existing suppliers. This helps ensure that in future, the best technology will be used, the costs will be as low as possible, and the technology plus the service as a whole will be as effective as possible. Because the current system builds on a monopoly position, there's been very little innovation. Frontline practitioners, as I've mentioned, have been excluded from the current system. This means that where people have identified where improvements could be made, it's not really been possible to enact them. Under our new proposed system, electronic monitoring providers would be free to enter or leave the market depending on whether they can provide the services that local areas need. On our estimates, approximately £883 million could have been freed up over the last 10 years to invest in a much more embedded and integrated way of tackling offenders in the community who wear tags. 1 in 4 police forces believe the current system for electronic monitoring is ineffective. In addition to that, 51% of police forces and probation trusts that we surveyed said that they believe they could get a better deal locally. So the report makes 3 overall conclusions. One is to create a real market for electronic monitoring. Where we've had monopoly and monopsony, we say no. We say we need to go local, and police and crime commissioners are the conduit for that. So that takes us to our next point. Police and crime commissioners are the people who commission the services. They go out and they'll find the best services, opting out of the national contract and taking the funding with them, providing the innovation that we've not seen over the last decade. And finally, our recommendation is to give the police a much greater say by asking officers to recommend the most effective use of tagging to prevent and detect crime. If you'd like to find out more about the report and our recommendations, please click the link. Alternatively, visit www.policyexchange.org.uk.